All right, welcome to InfoCast. Let's see what we have here. Jumping straight into the news. And first off is Super Mario Galaxy 2. It looks like it's coming to Switch. Finally, Part 2 is coming to Switch because Part 1 was already included with Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. So it's odd that they're finally releasing Part 2 all of a sudden, but here we are. I guess it's good news for Switch fans who wanted to play this again, but it's like it should have been included in the first package. Ubisoft confirms Far Cry will more predominantly push multiplayer in the future. Okay, so I'm guessing they're gonna have some extraction shooting in this game, possibly some battle royale. Who knows? But I don't think it's a smart decision, but it's probably they're looking at the financial side of it and they want to make a game they can keep making money off of instead of relying on DLC and updates. Here's some news about video game. What RFK cites video games as a possible cause of real-world gun violence. I'm not clicking into that, so if you guys want to go read about it, go search about it. I'm sticking strictly to video games. I don't care about politics. New Assassin's Creed Shadows update lets you skip time, level up to 100, and dress up as Ezio, which is more than enough for me to reinstall this game before its clause of Awaji DLC. So I haven't beaten Shadows yet, and that is a strange update, but I guess they're trying to catch up everyone to get through the game, which is probably a long game, I would assume. I don't like the look when I'm recording to keep showing my bookmarks. But anyways, we gotta type in Shadows. Yeah, look at that. Main story is 34 hours and a half, which is I see why they might want to give a time skip because the DLC is not gonna sell if people have to go through 34 hours and a half just to get to it. I'm assuming that is why I didn't actually go through the article. Again, this is all new to me. I'm looking at it on the fly and trying to skim through it as quick as possible. So it looks like it is before the DLC, is what I read earlier. I need that Ezio robe. Nothing special about skins. Finally lets you skip time. I mean, why would you want to do this? Experience the game. If it's good, play the DLC. Ubisoft shouldn't worry about that. That just tells you they're in it for the money. And then you got the big news right here is the new trailer for Resident Evil Requiem, which I recommend you all see. I'm not going to play it here. You guys should watch it in peace and on your own. I did watch this before, and it has some of the trailer 1 in it, but I am sold on this game. It is a definite purchase. Last time we had some Final Fantasy news. We have it again. 7 Rebirth coming to Xbox, of course. They want to make up their sales, and that tells you that the Sony game was a timed exclusive. So, yeah, I guess let more people enjoy it. Ghost of Yutai, artist fired after sharing thoughts. Oh, okay. Okay. Again, not going into politics, but there you go. You can check it out. It says he posted a joke. Up to you guys to read more into it. Nintendo Switch on Virtual Boy trailer. Nintendo has recreated the actual Virtual Boy hardware that you'll be able to buy. Oh, so they're going to actually give you the piece of hardware, and it's going to be like the olden days. You can actually put it on your face and play the Virtual Boy. Okay, it looks like they found another way to gimmickly make money, I guess. I guess it's harder to access nowadays. Possibly, but I'm sure you can find it on eBay. If I'm wrong, let me know. And I somehow closed the website. Okay, Borderlands 4 review. And I just noticed I'm not logged in here. Steam is no longer allowing adult games in early access. Okay. Let me know what you guys think about that. Super Mario Wonder. Nintendo is releasing a talking for. Oh man, they're just releasing gimmick after gimmick. And you got more politics. Alright, Neo. Sorry, I don't mean politics, but real world events. But I'm just trying to get down the gaming, and of course, with it comes news like this. And of course, you guys go ahead, read about it. You're free to comment on it. I'm just not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about just strictly games. Neo 3 takes the fastest Souls-like and speeds it up even more. I didn't know Neo 3 was out already, or is it coming out? Okay, yeah, I was saying it's not out yet. I haven't played part 2. I beat the first one. I wasn't too excited about playing part 2 because of the challenge part 1 had compared to Souls game. I thought it's possibly one of the most difficult ones. But it's still easy if you co-op it. That's what I recall. I mostly co-opted part 1. Okay, it looks like I'm logged in. Did any of the highlights change? No, they're mostly the same. This website is sifted.net, by the way, and it shows news that you most likely, if you're logged in and you're subscribed, it shows the news that you're more interested in. If you log out, it swaps around here and there. Metroid Prime 4, that's really interesting. I did not know they had a trailer. Oh, yeah, because we had a Nintendo Direct. We're going to dive into that, actually, because that is important. And we'll go title by title. I did know there was a Direct. I just did not get to watch it. And wow. Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing this. Okay, this is different for Metroid Prime game. Really, really interesting. I don't like really watching trailers to not spoil things, but yeah, this is looking really good. Wow. I wonder, is there a release date? It's called Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And Nintendo Switch 2 edition. We got a release date, December 4. Wow. Finally. Okay, let's see. IGN Nintendo Direct. All announcements. This is what I usually type, and IGN's really good about giving you everything that was just announced. And let's make sure it's today, updated, September 12th. Yep. And let's go game by game. So we just saw Metroid Prime 4, and it's coming out this December, which is good news. There's a new Fire Emblem, it looks like. I'm not a fan of these games, but I know they're really popular. So there's something to check out. And I'm not going to play these videos. Well, let's try it. Usually IGN has a problem with their videos, but looks like they're good. But see what I mean? Like, okay, this is the advertisement. Compared to YouTube, you usually get a skip button. And sometimes it'll play twice, at least in the past. Let's see if they fixed that. And there we go. We got the trailer. So I'm going to just kind of skim through because just to see the gameplay, the graphics. Okay, it looks like it's turn-based, tactical. I did play the mobile game. I did like Fire Emblem on mobile. There's one of the ones I played and enjoyed. But I'm not the biggest fan. They are really good games. Any Nintendo fan would be excited about this one. Okay, we got some DLC for Donkey Kong, which is launches today. Oh, okay, it's already out. Interesting. Nice. Okay, so I haven't completed the original one yet, but looks like there's more to play. This is really good. I can recommend this. It's made by the Mario Odyssey team, and I have been having a blast with it. I just haven't had the time to finish it. Pokemon Pokapia is a cozy life sim farming. So it's kind of like Harvest Moon. Was it Harvest Moon? N64. Harvest Moon. That was the game, right? Yeah. And DS, Super Nintendo, that was the original one. So is it going to be kind of like that? Let's check it out. And we got a trailer. Especially, I don't like to show these trailers because if something comes up and it's copyrighted, it'll get blocked on YouTube, especially if it's sports related. Oh, and they do have a skip button, but hopefully that isn't going to get anything flagged, or else this segment will have to be cut off for a sec. Alrighty, so looks like it's sim and farming, apparently. Yeah, it looks like you're building things, so kind of like that Pal World vibe, only without guns and raiding, I guess, and dungeons. We saw this. I didn't say the release date for Galaxy 1 and 2 remake or bundle for Switch 2. It says October 2nd. New amiibo announced. You can bet people are going to buy that and then just leave it on the shelf to try and resell it one day or add it to their collection. And nothing wrong with that, but you got to be one of the first to purchase it, and they might end up making this bundle rare like they did with the triple pack with Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1. So if you're in it as a collector, I'd suggest trying to get this on day one in case they make them also limited copies. The Super Mario Galaxy movie arrives in April 2026, so they didn't go ahead and call it. Oh my god. There's the sports for you guys again. So it looks like they did not call it Super Mario Bros. 2 for the movie. It looks like they're just making a Galaxy movie, which is really interesting because I would not have expected them to focus on that. I wouldn't have minded a Sunshine one. That was one of my favorites, but this was a lot of people's favorites too back on the original Wii, and it looks like it's just a teaser. Doesn't really show much about it, but I'm sure it will be a good movie and a good watch. So I'm going to stop playing these, so if you guys want to check them out, check out the trailers on your own. Yoshi and the Mystery Book has you learning all about the world around you. Okay, so it says it's a new game coming out in spring 2026. Focuses on a new character known as Mr. E. The character is a book that falls from the sky and can't see what's written inside of him. Yoshi agrees to help and jumps in and begins making discoveries of the world around him. Every discovery gets written down in the book, and players will learn more about how the world works and what they can do as they progress. For example, Yoshi saw that dandelions can attach to rocks and make them crackable. Okay. I don't know if that sounds fun, but I guess the last Yoshi games were fun, but I'm skeptical about this one. Okay, moving on, we saw Virtual Boy. Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension stars Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. Is this like a remake? I'm not sure. We learned about its DLC called Mega Dimension. So it's a DLC to already released game. And will focus on mysterious distortions that have appeared. Okay, I don't know. If you guys are a Pokemon fan, I'm sure you're excited. I'm not much one myself. Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition Mirabella Park will be released in spring 2. So is this DLC as well? So Super Mario World is getting a Switch 2 Edition in spring 2026, along with new multiplayer-focused meet-up in Bella Bell Park. This new mode takes place in a plaza that encourages players to team up with friends and family to collect the most coins, run and hide, and Fanto Tag, work together to pass Bob and much more. Okay. Very strange. People would have just preferred some DLC and leave it at that. Mario Tennis Fever launches in February 2026. It looks like we are getting another Mario Tennis game. I don't see why, but it must have sold really well, so they're going to release another. The Mario Golf games were always good. But actually, I didn't play the Switch version, but Mario Golf 64 was one of the great classics. Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary celebration kicked off, and of course we did not get a new game reveal. Instead, we got a bundle for old games. I guess the timing wasn't right. Oh well, missed opportunity by Nintendo, but they're still gonna just make money by calling the bundles rare, and then people are gonna jump on it and purchase them all. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment will unearth ancient truths only glimpsed in Tears of the Kingdom this November. I don't know what that means. Something to do with the storyline. I guess it connects to Tears of the Kingdom. Plays the other characters, but again, remember this is the Dynasty Warriors type of gameplay game. Hades 2 gets its official 1.0 release date for Switch 2. Okay, when is that? After spending some time with early access PC, Hades 2 will officially release on Switch 2 on September 25, 2025, and digitally on November 12th. So it is coming out this year. That's really good to know. Some people were thinking it was going to get delayed into next year, but even though early access has been out ever since last year, I recall. Resident Evil Requiem gets a terrifying new trailer and Switch 2 release date. Nice. So it is coming out on the Switch 2, but I'm going to be playing it on a different platform. But it's not to knock it. Some people might like it handheld. Some people might. I'm guessing Switch 2 it should run fine versus Switch 1 where they used to have to stream the games. And of course we get another Kirby game. New Kirby Air Riders Direct was announced, so there's gonna be a Direct just for Kirby. Is getting 2 amiibos, or no, I'm incorrect on that. Wait, players in the game that you can train and level us. Additionally, it was announced that Masahiro Sakurai, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. I know he's a well-known developer, will be back for another Kirby Air Riders Direct in the future. Yup, so it is focused on Kirby. And this guy's the creator of Smash Brothers, if I recall. So again, I apologize for mispronouncing his name. I have trouble pronouncing many names and many abbreviations. Alright, so we got a remake integrate makes its way to the Switch, which is, again, we saw it was coming out for Xbox, but it's also coming out for the Switch, which is great news for those that didn't get a chance to play it. Tamagotchi Life, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined mixes the art that blends with another game, it looks like. Stardew Valley on the Switch 2 with mouse controls and co-op. Overcooked 2, wow, these are a lot of announcements. Nothing I'm really too interested in myself, but if you're a Nintendo fan, I'm sure this is a lot to look forward to. You got Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, which is that remake of the classics, only more realistic. Did they use real actors with that? I think they did that. That's what I recall seeing. I missed the word there. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just... Okay, I'm thinking of something else. I thought it was the remake. It looks like it's just releasing... These are all the Mortal Kombat games that are in the package, and these are already older titles, which is great. 11 standalone Mortal Kombat games from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 4, Mythology, Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Special Forces, Mortal Kombat Advance for Game Boy Advance. That was on Game Boy Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, that was on Game Boy Advance, and Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition. Great news for fans of Mortal Kombat. And then you got Dynasty Warriors Origins, fights its way to Switch 2 in January, so looks like we're getting a prequel to all the Dynasty Warriors games. I hope it's just not another... Then again, it's probably changed since back when I used to play it. It was just like a hack and slash. Walk into an area, you see dialogue, and you just take on a whole army. It gets old quick. But maybe the gameplay has changed. I haven't played it in so long. But anyways, that comes out on Switch 2 on January 22nd, 2026. And it looks like we're almost at 20 minutes. So I did not expect expect. I forgot there was a direct. That's why I didn't expect to go on this long. Suka Game Planet brings the hit. So some puzzle games. You got Stormlancer, Fatal Frame 2. Oh, remake. Okay. That is a good one for fans of this game that used to be on PlayStation 2. Maybe they should make Clock Tower next, right? Power Wash Simulator 2. Those are some games on that were on Steam. It looks like they're hitting the consoles now on Switch 2. On Switch or Switch 2? Switch 2 trailer. I wonder if some of these games are coming out on Switch 1. That would be really interesting to know. Or have they completely abandoned that? I'm sure they haven't. I'm sure a lot of these are going to become, why would Nintendo want to lose money? They would want to gain double the money. Or there's probably more Switch 1. There is more Switch 1 users, so they wouldn't want to lose out on that. Alright, Danganronpa. I don't know what that is. Is it a new IP? It's coming out for Switch 2. I'd really like to play these, but again, man, it's just annoying with those ads. Color plays crucial role in saving Mystery Planet. So we got some new stuff here. Linked, Dinkum. Wow, this is actually a lot that was in a direct. EA Sports Football Club 26, Little Nightmares 3, Persona 3 Reloaded, and more are headed to Switch and Switch 2. So they're going through the backlog, releasing some stuff on there as well, which is nice, which is good of them. Let's see, anything new on IGN, latest news. And this is their website. It's just not loading for me. There we go. It has all this flash and advertisements. Borderlands 4, that was another thing, I guess. Releasing this week. I think it should be out by now, but we'll check here. Let me just head back to Sifted, see if I missed anything. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Battlefield 6, Battle Royale. There's Hades. So this just keeps going on. If you guys haven't checked out Sifted.net, give it a look. Check out some news. And there you go. It has a lot of the news that I saw right now on IGN. Neil Druckmann on leaving The Last of Us, his new game, Intergalactic, and how involved he'll be on Season 3. Yep, I don't care. Move on. Who cares about him and his game? I mean, it might be good, Intergalactic, but when it comes to Last of Us, I don't want to hear any more about it. Or him. Okay, and let's just see what's releasing. Okay, let's see what's releasing. We got September. And have I been on this website? Yep, GameSpot. It's a well-known website. We are on September 12th. I talked about last week some of the DLC in Indiana Jones, Hell Is Us, NBA. Okay, Borderlands 4. So September 12th, it came out today. So for you guys looking forward to Borderlands, there it is. Unless there was some early access. We also got Gloomy Eyes, NHL 26. In 3 days, Lego Voyagers, Little Witch in the Woods, Skate early access. I can't really talk about that, but this game comes out on September 6th. We got some Dying Light Beast, but those are, if I recall, for next week on the 19th, and we'll go back over those. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys on the Infocast. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time.